Hey, I wanted to do a video for the It Gets Better project because, I was a gay teen. Actually, I came out as a tween. In 1976, I was 12. My father threatened to kill me if he found out I was one of those. And I stood up to him and confronted his homophobia and his bullying. And while that's a very proud moment in my life, and it offered me a very unique perspective because I was also out in junior high school in the late 1970s in northern New Jersey, but it was very difficult because it was a very hostile environment at home and at school. And while I did something that was groundbreaking for the time, and I said I'm very proud of. In my case, it was kind of unique. I don't really feel I had a lot of options because my parents were definitely on to what was up with me. What I want to say to you guys is I want you to be safe. I don't want you to end up on the streets like I did, selling my body and eventually getting raped by a New York City police detective. That's tragic. And I'm not tragic because I've made something of my life instead of letting the victimization that was put upon me as a child, turn me into a bitter person or a bad person or someone who can't take care of themselves. I'm none of those things. And I think you're all very beautiful, even though I can't see your faces. I'm imagining them smiling. And I know you're going through a very difficult time right now. You need to ask yourself, really just critically, is the timing right? If you're thinking of coming out. Because while there may be tensions at home and things may not be ideal, coming out could open a whole new level of abuse and even violence. So if you're, and this is hard because I know you're young, and part of you just wants to do everything at once, and stand up for everything. But you really need to step back and ask yourself, is this the right time? Because the most important thing is your safety. If you're already being bullied, it's going to make it worse. Just because there's gay marriage and a lot of things have changed and we have, Modern Family and Will and Grace and all these other shows, there's still a lot of really ignorant, hateful people out there. And while you're too young to fend for yourself, you shouldn't put yourself in their path. So, it does get better if you make it better. You can't let yourself become a victim because that will ruin your life. It'll destroy your ambition, your dreams. And if you have been quote-unquote victimized, you need to get help through therapy, if it's available to you, or counseling through your school. But you also need to take a look at yourself and say, I'm better than this, I'm stronger than this, and I am going to rise above it. We still live in difficult times. I'm fortunate enough to have seen a landscape shift in my lifetime. And I'm 51. I will probably be dead, and there'll still be important things that have to be done for our civil rights. We're still very much second-class citizens in this country. But you are the key to changing that. So stay healthy and stay safe. And measure your response so that when the time is right, you can really do something amazing.